the vision you have for the center. It's a premier childcare center. You're offering all the things that we would want for a center for our children. How comfortable are you that you can meet your financial objectives? Because I think in the first year you plan to have 35 students and grow from that. And you also say that you're going to be a low-cost service provider. But can you meet your financial objectives?
We are extremely confident that we can meet our financial objectives. I believe the growth is there. The growth is there. The area is growing 10% year on year, so it's growing very rapidly. And we know that the kinder cares and the learning trees, all of these other daycare centers are wanting to expand. We just want to go ahead and capitalize on it first, and that's why we're so confident. We know, but if the people are coming, we just want to be able to be there first and be ready for them when they do come. So we're extremely confident that, and we know we'll be able to meet our financial objectives and then
How did, just to follow on that question, how did you pick your price point?
Well, we started by researching all of the other facilities. We were cold calling, we were researching via web other university child care centers, and we kind of took an approach. We wanted to see what worked for other universities, how these other models are working for other businesses, and we kind of shopped around as close as we could to our direct to competitors in the immediate market. And also, there's over 1,200 daycare facilities in Houston, so we just priced around. And we really took a lot of time to consider, what we wanted the price to be.
To the general's point, when I hear state of the art, that means I'm going to pay a little more, but I'm going to get a lot more. So it seems that the concept of what you're selling doesn't necessarily match the price, the price that you're going to charge your customers. You have a great product, and most of the time people want to pay for it.
How does franchising provide an exit for your investors? How does franchising provide an exit for your investors? I guess you said that one of the exit strategies that you thought of was going to be franchising, correct? So if I invest $200,000 in the business, how does you franchising the business get me my money back?
A loan?
Yes.
We're going to begin, we can repay the loan, and in year 3, year 2 of fourth quarter, we can begin our loan based on our cash budget for our first facility. So we plan to maybe do the same type of deal with any future franchise.
But I guess, how does that? Okay. What is the connection between franchising and repayment of the loan?
Well, the loan will be repaid. And like you said, prior to the franchising opportunities to happen, because we started repayment 3 years into the operation, and by year 6, the loan would have been repaid. So your repayment is not based on somebody else's being successful in their business.
Okay, so franchising isn't really the exit strategy. The exit strategy is just to repay the loan.
Well, for the investors,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And the exit strategy
does that get you guys out then? I mean, by franchising, all that means is you're opening up additional facilities. It doesn't get you out of the business. An exit strategy is meant to pay off your investors and get you out of the business if that's what you desire. By franchising, that would be a growth strategy.
We'll probably take that into more consideration.
Okay.
Two questions, unrelated, and again, I'm going to try to be as clear as I know how on the first and second is an easier question to ask. I'm correlating the marketing plan, the research we did, to some of the information around the child to staff ratios, some basic values, Texas Department of Family Protective Services. And I'm correlating those two things to your business plan, financial forecast, so hopefully you will. The thing I'm curious about is that the child to staff ratio depending on the age of the child, ranges from as low as 4 to as high as 20. And with that in mind, and the information indicating you're charging $165 a week, what about the market, in terms of your learning, caused you to make assumptions that your space is at, and that your ratios are going to be at? In other words, what did you assume was the age profile of the kids?
Plan is a plan because you have to have a roadmap. You have to have something to start with. So, some of the assumptions that we made, it's just in the eye of the beholder. You could have made a different assumption. We're just trying to standardize how would the average company, what would an average business think. So we took that approach. You're right, and the general was right in saying certainly the building structure is a risk. We assume risks every day, and the business is especially sensitive. Another one of the risks that is obviously there is kind of what you were mentioning before. What kind of students what kind of children are we going to get, and when are people going are people going to drop off all of their kids at once, and are we going to have them for the whole day? I would say one of the risks second to the building structure is our actual day-to-day operations. Who are we serving every day? Can we have the 12-year-old? Can we have the 12-year-old and the 8-year-old and the infant rather than 12 infants? And when we plan to exterminate this risk and level it out over time, day-to-day operations will allow us to plan a lot better in order to address that. Do we need to increase the ratios to take care of these infants? Do we need to draw on more caregivers to take care of all of these infants that we're having at certain times per day? And we're drawing on our resources. We're using part-time students at the university, and students, we're all students ourselves. We're very flexible, especially when it comes to making money. And so if I need to call somebody and
Stop.
thank you very much.